Technically, she's a free woman, but Rahaf Mohammed still hasn't escaped her demons. It's easy for the memories to come flooding back.
So I'm getting emotional a little bit.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
It still hurts, hey?
Yeah. Like I'm still angry.
Rahaf was only 18 when she risked her life for freedom. She was on a family vacation in Kuwait when she absconded in the dead of night, hoping to get to Australia. She'd planned her escape for months and had a valid tourist visa, but when she arrived in Thailand, Saudi agents were waiting. She pleaded with airport officials not to send her home.
So I can go back.
You can't go back. You just have to board the Kuwait Airlines back.
Rahaf believes her family would have alerted officials as soon as they realised she was gone. They seized her passport and forced her to stay at the airport hotel.
I can't do anything because they have my passport, and tomorrow they will force me to go back to Kuwait. I'm here. Please help me, they will kill me.
Her supposed crime? Renouncing Islam and travelling without the consent of her father.
I'm not leaving my room until I see UNHCR. I want asylum.
Rahaf's father and brother flew into Bangkok to take her home. She refused to see them. In the past, they'd badly beaten her for breaking rules. While Saudi laws are gradually changing, traditionally, men have control over the women in their lives, and leaving without approval can result in death.
Women are treated like slaves, less than men. They need permission to work, they need permission to go to school, to wear what they want, to marry who they want. They need permission for everything.
And when you turned to your mum, what would she say to you?
My mom disappointed me. She thought that I didn't have the right to live the life that I want, and women were just less than men. And she wasn't happy about it.
Rahaf had no one and nowhere to hide, but she did have her phone. You turned to Twitter in your hour of need. Tell me why you did that.
I just didn't want the world to forget me and forget who I was and what I wanted to do. And I just didn't want to be another victim.
Rahaf's plea for help caught the attention of Australian journalist Sophia McNeil, who flew to Bangkok to cover Rahaf's story.
When was the last time you slept?
3 days ago.
How long are you planning on staying in the room?
I don't know, as I can.
She helped me a lot. She shared my story, she checked my visa, she made sure that I was okay. She fought for my life and my freedom.
Australia has been caught up in a dramatic diplomatic standoff involving a teenage Saudi girl. She's demanding asylum here.
While Australian authorities stalled, Canada acted quickly and granted Rahaf asylum.
It felt like a bird left the cage. You know, when I was back in Saudi Arabia, I knew that I wasn't allowed to live the life I wanted, and landing in Toronto, Canada, it just
Makes you emotional?
happy and sad at the same time.
There must be times when you feel quite torn because once you arrived in Canada, you changed your last name. Your family have now disowned you. Do you miss them at all?
I miss a lot of things about my old life. I had friends, I had sisters, but I had to leave.
How much do you worry about your sisters back in Saudi Arabia?
A lot. I think about my sisters a lot and how my family treats them now.
Would you ever be able to return to the kingdom to visit them?
I can't imagine now. Even if I want to, I just can't.
What would happen if you did return, do you think?
Get killed, 100%.
The threat of death is not new to Rahaf. She's bisexual, which is illegal in Saudi Arabia.
I had to hide who I was. I had to lie. I had to pretend that I was the girl that you want me to be, just to survive.
And yet you continued to date women growing up. How difficult was that?
It was very difficult. I had a long-term relationship with a girl, and nobody knew about the girl.
What do you think your father or your brothers would have done if they had found out that you were dating a woman?
Two options: to kill me or to force me to marry someone.
To this day, Rahaf still receives death threats from strangers. Some have even offered her friends money in exchange for Rahaf's address. Just one example. You deserve death and I will be the one who sends you to Allah. How do you cope when you receive threats like that?
I believe that they really mean it because a lot of people would kill for God or their culture. It scares me a lot.
Rahaf is now 22, a proud atheist and a single mother. She still feels like she isn't entirely safe in Canada, but says she loves to taunt the men who threaten her online.
I just love pissing them off because they're unhappy to see me living the life that I want. I'm not living in the box anymore.
You can wear whatever you want now. Do you feel the need to promote that on social media almost as a way to get at your haters?
Yeah, because I'm a female. I want to enjoy, myself, show some skin or whatever. It's a freedom.
Rahaf plans to study acting, but for now she's focused on her YouTube
Hello
channel.
everyone, this is Rahaf Mohammed.
She's also released a book aptly titled Rebel. How do you think your family would react if they read the book?
Very bad. Very bad. Because I talked about everything.
Rahaf hopes if her family bother to read the book, they may understand her better. But her main target is oppressed women from around the world.
Some of them feel helpless and hopeless. They have to convince themselves that this is normal and I have to accept the reality. You deserve the freedom that you want. You deserve the life that you want. And fight for it.
Wow. Rebel by Rahaf Mohammed can now be purchased online and in all major bookstores.